Supernovas Unlimited. I'm Anna Bellinghausen, joined now by reigning Rookie of the Year, Reagan Cooper, joining now to the Omaha Supernovas. Reagan, what was that decision like in joining Omaha?
Yeah, well, the fan base in Omaha is amazing. And, just in general, I feel like a new environment might provide a better and just more opportunities for me to grow as a person and as an athlete. So, yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, it's a team fresh off a championship too, so that obviously has to play in just with the talent you'll be playing with here in Omaha. But can you reflect back on that first season in PVF and just how that went for you and just your first year pro?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot about myself just as an athlete and my potential. I wasn't originally going to go pro, so I went into last season a bit blind and hesitant. And I came out of it knowing that this is a career that I want to pursue for a long time. So yeah, it was a great start.
I mean, I would say it's a great start. You go from not even knowing that you'll be drafted to Rookie of the Year. What do you think
Thank you.
went into your success too, and learning how to play back row and all the rotations and just kind of growing your own ability throughout this past year?
Yeah, I did. I played sixth row back in high school, so through club and through high school. So, um, it was more so just going back to that mindset, going back to what I learned all those years ago, which was tough, and I was able to do it with the help of the coaching staff and my teammates, the teammates with more experience, and so I'm very very grateful and appreciative to them for that and for being patient with me because it was definitely a process. I did not trust myself. I did not have a lot of confidence in myself. I had to build it up. Just as the practices went on, the more games I played, more exposure to being in the back row, and I still have a lot to improve on. So I'm excited to just keep building my skill.
I know you're at least a little bit familiar with Nebraska. So your father, Reggie, played for the Cornhuskers. Have you been back to Lincoln or Omaha besides for playing volleyball in that first year?
The only time I've been to Omaha where I wasn't going to play like a team was in seventh grade whenever my dad got inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame, and we were staying in Omaha, and that was like that's the only time I've been there for non-volleyball reasons. But yeah, he did. He played there. He was a safety. He was there from 1987 to 1990, so he's very excited. He loves Nebraska. He's so excited for me to get over there. And I have some family and family friends that live over there as well. So,
That's awesome. I'm sure that made the decision a little bit easier too to come to Omaha.
mhm. Yes, for sure.
So speaking of that first year, what was that transition like going from college to pro? What were some of the biggest differences that you noticed in just the level of play?
Yeah, the level of play was unbelievable. A lot of the girls that I got to compete against this past season, I have looked up to for a long time. Never thought I would get the opportunity or be grateful enough to be able to compete against them. So I feel very lucky, and I learned so much from the older girls on my team, and just from watching the experienced pros, across the net from me. And it just made me respect the sport so much more. Being able to see it, in person, playing against these women that I've been watching for such a long time. So yeah, the level of play, it's obviously just like leaps and bounds beyond college, but I feel like it's the people coming in that are going to be coming into this league are getting better and better. It's like I just feel like volleyball as a sport is growing, and the skills, like the skill set in college, is already insane. So I'm excited to see how it builds in the future.
Yeah, how have you seen just the growth of volleyball? I mean, from your club days till now, and obviously this being the very first league, how would you say just the sport has grown?
It's grown so much. It's just the fact that we even have a professional league, here in America that has already grown so much like traction and social media coverage and respect so quickly. I mean, even just looking at the NCAA tournament this past season and the views and um, how much commotion it drew, and it just people love volleyball, and I feel like people always have, and now we're finally on a platform where people can see us and watch us, and it makes all the work we put in, it makes it feel like it's worth it because we do give our lives to this sport. So it feels it's very um it's just nice to see that, we're getting the respect from the fans, the excitement from the fans, all of that stuff. So it's great.
I mean, what better place than Nebraska too? Everyone saw the 92,000 in the stadium and
Exactly.
throughout the season, right? Just seeing the attendance numbers continue to flourish, and especially here in Omaha with, reaching that 12,000 mark. Did you feel that when you came and played Omaha too?
I definitely did, and I did expect it. Nebraska is just a volleyball state. I feel like that's been confirmed over and over again. It's such a great environment. People love volleyball here. And yeah, every time I've played in Omaha a few times, even just playing in Omaha, the fans were crazy. So, and as the level goes up and the fans that show up for that, it just feels like it gets bigger and bigger when you don't feel like it can get bigger anymore. People just keep coming in. So yeah, I definitely felt it while I was playing here, and I'm excited to actually be a part of it.
Well, Reagan, what can fans expect from you on the floor this season?
Well, I'm not the loudest person on the court, but they can definitely expect hard work and positivity. I prefer to let my game, speak for me. I am trying to be more, not aggressive, but have more presence on the court. So I was able to get into that a little bit this past season, but yeah, hard work, good attitude. That's what they can definitely expect from me.
All right, now for the hard question. Any fun facts that we need to know about you?
Fun facts? Oh my gosh, that's a good question.
Any secret talents, anything like that? Any collections that you have? Hobbies? About you?
I feel like a fun fact about me that people don't know, but it's interesting considering what I do is I hate flying and I have to fly all the time. So when I don't have to fly, I drive. When I went to Omaha for the award ceremony, they literally were like, "We have a flight for you," and I drove 12 hours there and back in 3 days instead. And I was having a great time. Something about flying. I have really bad flight anxiety. It's getting better, and I always fly. So it's something that I've always struggled with. But I don't make it. I don't make it like a big deal. No one really knows unless I tell them. But anyone who knows me knows I will go on a 20-hour drive before I get on a 2-hour flight. So I guess that's a fun fact about me.
Okay, what's your favorite road trip snack then?
Oh my gosh, I always have iced coffee because I like to drive first thing in the morning. I like to leave as early as possible and get there as early as possible. I always start with Starbucks to start, and then if I stop I like to go straight through. But if I stop at a gas station, I will get sour gummy worms and hot Cheetos, and probably a Coke Zero as well. So
what a combo! I love it.
Yeah, it's a scary combo, but it's good.
Well, Reagan, we are so excited to have you in Omaha. Thank you so much for the time, and we'll see you in Nebraska very soon.
All right, thank you so much. Excited to be there.